Now entering Degenerate Danger Zone. Events occur in real time.
Welcome to Degenerate Danger Zone. I'm your host, Degenerate Al. Alongside with me tonight, Topher and Maniac. Boys, how does it feel? College football is back and the NFL is right around the corner.
I love it. The leaves are changing. Even though I slandered fall just a few shows ago, feels good.
Feels really good. I mean, we have a they like to say, an appetizer type slate this weekend. 4 pretty shitty football games. We know Maniac will be all over them.
Oh my gosh, well, I can't wait to divulge. When I see those back-to-school specials coming in the stores, when I see those promos for the U.S. Open on ESPN, I know that it's my time of year and that it's time to fall back in love all over again.
So, did you have any bad beats to end the college football season last year? I mean, this is a weekend to redeem yourself.
Well, nothing really bad to end the college football season. Let a lot of our viewers down with my strong pick of Wisconsin over Western Michigan. They didn't cover the 7.5. Backdoor cover by the Broncos in the second half there. But the real bad beat I had was in the Super Bowl when I took the Falcons +3 and the under 56.5 against the advisement of some people, and basically got crushed by the Brady comeback in more ways than one.
That game I hit Pats -3, Pats pick'em, Pats +3. I teased it any possible way Patriots and got extremely lucky. But let's get to this weekend ahead. We got Oregon State, Colorado State -4. No plays on that game. But the following game, we got Hawaii at UMass. UMass -2, over under 61.5. That's kicking off at 6 o'clock. Topher, we'll start with you.
I'm going with UMass. My Minutemen. You're telling me Hawaii, I don't care if it's week 1 and they haven't played games previously in the near past. You're telling me they're going to travel 6 time zones from the middle of Polynesia in the Pacific to Springfield, Mass, or Amherst, wherever the hell it is in Massachusetts, and they're going to win a game? No shot.
See, I'm going to be devil's advocate. I think Hawaii catches a huge break when it comes to this game time.
You know that saying, Father Time is unbeaten? This is kind of related. They are so close to the international date line, and they have to travel to the east coast of the U.S.
If UMass was smart, they would have made this game a noon football game. 6 o'clock really shouldn't affect Hawaii that much. Last year was a shootout. I think it ended around 46-40 Hawaii, total of 86 points. I'm going to go with Hawaii as an underdog +2. Like you kind of said, their first game, I think 6 o'clock, advantage Hawaii. Noon game, completely different story.
Typical analyst saying here, when these two teams get together, throw out the time zones.
Throw out the time zones, throw out the record books.
I don't care if you're from Hawaii or New Hampshire, you don't go into ZooMass and make it out.
Well, where they really benefited was that this is a week 1 game. Think about it as a week 2. They wouldn't be able to get the scheduling. Who knows? Have you looked at it? They get there 4 days early?
Exactly. I think advantage Hawaii in this one, with it being week 1 and with it being 6 o'clock. I mean, UMass, if you're smart, it's a 12 o'clock game. Producer Burrs, I know you also have a lock in this one. Spread is +2 to Hawaii, over under 61.5.
Pound the over. Week 1, everybody thinks, you know what, the Continental Divide, like you, Topher, mentioned, it's going to just come into a big effect. But you know what, they're going to come out firing. The Hawaii Warriors, I think, you know what, watch out for that upset. But I think it's going to come out to be like a 44-45 finish.
Another 40 points. Yeah,
I'm looking like 80-90 points.
Another track meet.
61.5 is too low. I think
They're
one of those.
They're begging you to bet the over though.
Oh, 100%.
What is it? The Rainbow Warriors. That's a great team.
So the next matchup after that UMass game, we got South Florida on the road, 21.5 point favorites at San Jose State. Maniacs got a lock for that one.
This is big. If you remember last year, USF is exactly in that territory that Louisville was going in with Lamar Jackson. They got a great quarterback with potential, Heisman potential. He's on the fringe right now, Quentin Flowers. There is going to be some drop off. They did lose running back Marlon Mack to the Colts. He's now quickly climbing the depth chart for all you fantasy owners out there. I'd definitely keep an eye on Marlon Mack with Frank Gore beside him in the Colts running back department. However, USF coming out with Charlie Strong, freshly fired from Texas, now at a different program. On the road, gonna want to run up the score as they do in these mid rankings. You know, if you're outside the top 15 and the top 25, you really got to run up the score. You know, like to basically move up the rankings because a lot of those teams are winning, to be honest. So I think they're gonna do just that. I think Quentin Flowers is gonna come out with a strong performance. USF wins by 30.
That's the thing you gotta love about college football is there's no stopping. Like this train, it is constant run up the score. It's like the Patriots in the NFL. It's the only team that does it. But in college football, run it up. It's all about how big. No worries whatsoever.
That game, I think I smell a backdoor there.
Oh God!
I think you're up 28 right there.
Let's not overthink.
Better not.
All right.
Let's not overthink week one. Let's go into week one happy and not paranoid.
I'm just
about
gonna throw it out
backdoors.
there. Just let it. It's out there.
So, final game of this appetizer slate is Rice-Stanford. Now, I was checking out the score app before this show, and it said Rice was minus 30.5 on a neutral field. And I really didn't see it, but every other site said Stanford clearly minus 30.5.
Folks at Score Mobile are just asleep at the wheel here. I mean, there's no excuse. I understand a week 10 game, a week 4 game, something, you know, where it just gets caught up in the muck. This is your debut. People are going to this app to check the scores. They want to know the spread. Sports gambling's at an all-time peak in the United States. I mean, you know.
Are you
How
pouncing
are you
on this
dropping
as
the
we
ball
speak?
here? Well, I'm not pouncing on this as we speak, but I'll tell you who is pouncing. Is our Messiah, our guy that we worship around here, at Stucky2 on Twitter with his Sports Action app. It's a phenomenal interface. Gives you everything you need to know, live updates. It's everything that any DGen could want in a application. So if you can, go to your app store right now and give it a download. I promise you won't be disappointed.
And hopefully to get Stucky on the show real soon, September timeframe. We'll see.
It seems like the perfect zone for him to be in.
He would love it. He is the what? Prime Minister of Team No Sleep and Degenerate Nation. Gotta have him on the show. So,
Gotta have the PM of DGen Nation.
so that is the first show of Degenerate Danger Zone. Thank you for joining us, and we will be back with Week 2 of college football and Week 1 of NFL real soon. Good night.